Now, that may be what the district court decided, but the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals disagreed. The district court incorrectly dismissed AAPS's First Amendment claims on standing grounds. AAPS provided sufficient allegations to support standing. See, the circuit court says the district court was wrong. Let the court list the ways. AAPS asserts an injury in fact through the board defendant's infringement on its right to hear willing speakers, and it is premature to require AAPS to name specific willing speakers at the pleading stage. AAPS claimed that the board's decision threatened the licenses of people willing to speak at their events. Later in the decision we find, AAPS contends the board defendant's threats to strip certification improperly chilled speech without the political accountability of official state medical boards. And through this chilling of speech, the board defendants interfered with the market for medical conferences and posting of such conferences to the internet. Some examples of chilling by the board defendants includes ABOG sending letters to all certified physicians threatening to strip them of their invaluable certification for making statements concerning abortion and contraception, or for warning pregnant women that the COVID vaccine could have negative side effects. ABIM and ABFM sent similarly threatening letters on May 26, 2022 to certified physicians for making statements disagreeing with positions taken by Dr. Fauci and the Biden administration in handling the COVID pandemic. Indeed, AAPS notes that one of its conference speakers had his certification stripped by ABFM pending appeal. AAPS provided examples of the board defendants threatening their members' certifications for expressing ideas, but could the AAPS link those threatening letters to abridgment of speech? AAPS can trace its injuries back to the board defendants' actions because physicians would likely react predictably when confronted with a threat of decertification. They would choose self-censorship over professional self-immolation. If these boards threaten the certification and, by extension, the careers of doctors who express ideas not promoted by the government actors, that would seem to be an injury in fact, wouldn't it? AAPS injuries are redressable, as ruling in its favor would allow for physicians to attend and speak at AAPS events and thus allow AAPS to exercise its right to hear without fear of decertification. Lastly, the injuries suffered by AAPS could be redressed. After all, without the threats of their certifications, physicians would be more likely to speak at AAPS events.